Welcome. I hope you enjoy the conversation you're about to see between me and another comedian about religion and comedy. These are conversations I'm calling Disorganized Religion. God bless. And for those atheists out there, may nothing await you after this life.
Beautiful. Hey, welcome everybody. I am so excited about today's guest. I've got with me Shapel Lacey.
What's up, y'all?
He is having a huge moment right now.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
What is it? Oh, the fact that I'm here.
Yes, this podcast, talking to me. We're here with Travis. He's off camera, but he's still present. Present as always.
This is my big moment.
This is it. This is it. I don't know if you're ready to get famous, but you're doing the first step right now.
I feel the overnight success just coming, you know. So
welcome to Disorganized Religion, y'all. So let's
great name.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. You're impressed with that?
Yeah, I really am. I was like, oh, this is cool. Hell yeah.
Hey, yeah.
I like it.
Good. So we're gonna talk about your history in comedy, what got you started.
Okay.
Any sweet and awful moments you've had.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about religion, your
a
beliefs on it.
Yeah.
Your hatred of it. I don't care. Whatever it is you want to talk about.
These are the kind of conversations people need to have.
This is what I think.
It's just
should
have, like.
Yeah.
I appreciate a conversation that's not one-sided.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Too.
It's so
me
annoying.
Too.
I'm just like,
yeah. Yeah. No, I think all sides deserve a voice.
Yeah.
You know?
Because that's that gets me. That's shit I'll watch more than, like, you know, some one-sided What did I watch the other day?
Alex Jones,
YouTube.
Were you watching out?
I was watching it was LGBT
right?
Yeah, it was that but
just pro?
No.
Just anti.
Ones that were Republican and ones that weren't. Like a Democrat or whatever other party.
Yeah.
It was a pretty interesting conversation. Yeah.
About the LGBTQ issue.
It was just like, well, not even just the issues. It's like, okay, you're LGBT.
Yeah.
And you are a Republican. You're for Trump.
Gotcha.
Blah, blah, blah.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
interesting.
Yeah, that
is
I like
interesting.
to watch. I'm like, okay, that, you know, because for me, I go, when people get shocked that, like, someone's a Republican and they're black.
Right.
I'm like, do you know how many people are in the world?
A few billion?
Yeah. I'm like, why is that shocking to you?
Yeah.
You didn't think that would happen?
That's possible?
Yeah,
right.
You didn't think that was possible?
Right.
There's so much that happens on this, like, in this world that, you know, bigger than that.
Right.
And you wouldn't think that would be possible?
Right.
Like, when people get shocked by it, I'm like,
you got to meet some people.
Yeah. I'm like, have you not left?
Yeah. I mean, so many issues are boiled down to one problem, you know, or one viewpoint. And then it's like, well, of course, if Republicans are just about economics or about race, then it doesn't make sense. But when it's about so much more, then it makes sense.
Bro,
right?
you just me up.
What do you mean?
You said economics. I don't know what the you're talking about.
All right, money, cash.
I'm just kidding. I got an A in that class. Shouts out to what the is that teacher's name?
There's only one.
Damn.
I don't know.
I don't remember his name.
Where'd you go to high school?
Westwood.
And college, if you went to college.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
If you went to college.
I just want to be diplomatic.
No.
I don't want to judge you, you know? What university did you attend? Was it Harvard or Stanford?
It was Harvard.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful campus.
I didn't feel right being there.
Of course. They're racist.
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't go there.
Yeah.
I was like, does he believe I went there?
I didn't see you there.
Oh. Did you go to Harvard?
No.
Oh.
I applied and they rejected me.
Damn.
You know?
So, yeah, I went to a high school called Westwood in Mesa, Arizona. But I graduated from Gilbert High, which is in Gilbert, Arizona, obviously. And then but I did most of my high school was at Westwood.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I claimed that.
So why'd you move in between? I mean, it seems like the worst time to move.
No, well, I was adopted.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. During high school, you were adopted?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So basically, I was just like their roommate and shit.
Yeah, yeah. For the first few.
Moving in, you know what I mean? Found them on Craigslist. And
kidding.
Yeah. So I have a crazy story. So yeah, I was with.
Well, don't talk about it because
not yet.
Yeah,
okay.
no one cares about it. No, please go into it. Oh my gosh, that's why we're here. I'm so fascinated.
So I grew up with my my stepfather and my biological mom.
Okay.
Okay, but my stepfather was super abusive.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
I know.
Okay.
Stepfather.
White dude. Unbelievable.
He wasn't white.
Yeah, he was. No, just say he was.
Oh, yeah, it was a white dude.
They're the worst, man.
Always wore one of them.
Hate white stepdads. No. Go on.
White stepdad. Shout out to white stepdads.
Indeed.
Yeah, he was super abusive. But
Yeah.
I wasn't legally adopted. This family started taking care of me.
Gotcha.
And so eventually,
like an unofficial foster system kind of deal?
Yeah. Yeah. And then they just, took me in as.
And they moved to Gilbert.
They were already out there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I met them because I was a competitive cheerleader. Yeah, and then they owned the competitive cheerleading facility.
Oh, no kidding. So that's how they knew you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's like some Blindside but cheerleading edition.
I love it.
Yeah.
That movie needs to be made. Sandra Bullock.
I know. Yeah.
You listening?
Yeah, Sandra Bullock. Hey.
I mean, write your book.
Yeah, let's go
write
round
your book
two.
first.
Let's go round 2.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'll write the book first
there
and get the
go.
real facts.
Yeah.
Hollywood like to switch
They
it up.
mess it up, man.
Yeah, they mess it up.
They make it more entertaining or whatever.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, let's make it seem like you were dumb. No, but I had 4.0 all through high school. Yeah, but
people won't believe that.
Yeah.
Because you're black. So
Yeah,
you couldn't
right.
have.
Yeah, you couldn't.
You can't be a Republican. You
yeah.
can't have a 4.0.
Yeah.
You don't know what economics means.
I know.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So how did you feel? I don't know if you want to get into this,
No,
but
dude,
like your
hey,
mom.
I'm open book, man.
How was the relationship between you and your mom if your stepdad was so abusive?
Man, so what? You know what? She never got the physical abuse. She got the verbal abuse from him. So
which can be just as bad,
yeah,
if not worse, right? Because
dude,
people aren't like jumping to your help.
When you get, especially when you get torn down for years,
dude.
And she already came from, a crazy situation as a child as well, like with her home, and then going into this relationship. I mean, she just never had any confidence in herself. So I mean, and my stepfather took advantage of that,
of course,
and was like, made her feel like, she needed him.
Right.
So that she was just stuck in
it's
the
like an evil gift.
Yeah, it was.
Some of these people have to spot that.
I never felt a connection with my mom until years later, until I reconnected with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, not until I was like 26.
Yeah.
So not until I was 26. And what's crazy is what happened is my oldest brother passed away.
Oh.
And so that's when I reconnected with my mom.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it wasn't even like
had she since
it wasn't even what was it wasn't like, oh, we need to do this because he passed.
Right.
It just happened. Because now we have this it was like another level of like, oh, we've been through some shit.
Yeah. Right.
We've been through some things together. We've shared these very,
tough moments.
Yeah, hectic moments.
Yeah.
And, here's where we're at now.
Right. Right.
So it's pretty unique situation. It's it turned into a beautiful situation.
That's good.
I want to. I mean, for years, I couldn't even have a conversation on the phone with her.
Yeah.
Because I was just like I don't.
What to say?
Yeah, and I did blame her. Naturally, I did.
Yeah.
Naturally, I blamed my mother for
letting you be abused, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I would think.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So like I had this, it wasn't hatred because I was always confused because I was like, I know she's my mom.
Yeah.
But
maybe like a disappointment.
I love her, but I don't know. Like, is it real love?
Right.
Like, do I really feel this love, or am I just doing
biological
it because
connection?
Yeah. You know what I mean? I was for years I was confused about my relationship with her, and then we talk all the time.
That's great.
We have great conversations.
Good.
We're able to talk about mainly because we're open about the shit that happened.
Right.
So we're able to have these great conversations, and it's just built like this new. It almost felt like we never were disconnected. That's how it feels.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
wild. Good, man.
Yeah.
Not everybody gets that.
Yeah. And not everybody gets that, man.
Yeah.
And I'm very fortunate for you know, finding positivity.
Yeah.
You know, because for years it was just strictly negative.
Yeah.
Strictly negative. I didn't see anything, you know, positive.
Well, I mean, that's just your shortcomings, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
your inability. Your inability to find the humor.
Yeah, I know. Like, how do I find funny in this? But you know, I love where we're at now.
Yeah, good.
You know, it's a great feeling.
Good.
You know, so.
Well, congrats, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And and then, you know, at 29, I reconnected with my biological father.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I started.
And did you remember him at all from childhood or no?
You know, I didn't know I had a father, or anything of that nature, because my stepfather, he would say that, you know, I'm
your daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he had me believing that, but I was confused about it because
he was white. We already talked about that.
Yeah, because he was white.
Yeah.
No, because I didn't call him dad. I called him by his first name.
Interesting.
I never called him dad.
Interesting.
It was so up.
Yeah.
It was so up.
So you knew, like, part of you knew that he was your stepdad.
I didn't even think that. I didn't
right?
know.
Yeah, you were just like, that's Gary or whatever.
Yeah. Did you say his name?
No, I just said Gary. Is that his name?
Jerry.
Oh, so close. Dude, I almost had you so psyched out.
Dude, you had me. It's like he knows the list of stepfather names.
Oh, my gosh. How many stepdads do you know?
To be fair, Jerry is a very stepdad name.
Right?
Yeah.
Gary.
Oh, my
but
gosh.
Yeah, it was very up and very confusing.
Yeah.
And so my real last name is Harris. Which is his last name.
Gotcha.
He put it on my birth certificate, but then my birth certificate doesn't say I have a father.
No way.
Yeah, it just says mother.
Yeah.
So it's like.
And is her last name Lacey, or where do you get Lacey?
Lacey's my middle name.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but I changed it to just Shapel.
Yeah.
I just took off the last name.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's
that's fascinating,
dude.
Man.
Yeah. It me up.
Yeah.
You know, so that there was. I mean, this was good at what he was doing.
Dude, some of them just know.
Yeah, someone just know.
I mean, and it's sick
like,
how they
this,
know.
I got this mapped out.
Unreal.
Yeah.
So how'd you connect with your biological dad?
Well, so he'd been in prison. He did 17 years. But he did 13 and he did 4. When he got out on the 13th so I didn't know he existed until I was in the 4th grade. So there was one day we got a call to the house, and my mom was on the phone, and my brother was talking on the phone too. And then they passed me the phone, and then I was like, "Hello," and he was like, "What's up? You know, what's up, Shapel? How you doing?"
And you're like, "Who is this?"
Yeah, I was like, "Who is this?"
Oh
he was
my
like,
gosh.
It's your dad," and I was like,
"Nah." Jerry's over here.
No, I didn't even think that. I didn't even think that.
Really? You were just like, no, I don't have one of those.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was like, Dad. And I'm like, where are you at?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm in prison. And then all these pictures and letters started coming, and then they just stopped because my stepfather had found out.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so he, like, anytime they would get sent, he would just
take them.
He would just take it, throw it away, and all that stuff.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a weird. I mean, to know that, like, and like I said, I think I learned that when I was in the 4th grade.
Jeez.
So for years I was just thinking I didn't know. I knew my mom was my mom.
Right.
I knew my siblings were my siblings. Right. But I didn't know.
There was this like sick sadistic dude
yeah.
that lived in your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then some guy
yeah.
out there.
So like, but like I have half brothers and sisters and a sister. So they have kids together.
Sure.
You know, but like I saw them as like, oh, that's my sister, that's my brother. You know what I mean? Wow. All of them. But for him, I just it was just too confusing.
I don't know who you are, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did not know, and I knew that those like they had them together.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know
how he fit with you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I can't even imagine that.
Oh man, my brain up.
Yeah.
I was telling a homie the other day, you know, like when I was younger and you know and trying to figure these things out.
Yeah.
I've always been a thinker. I just, you know, and it would hurt I would get headaches.
No kidding.
Thinking about it so much because it was just too confusing.
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and just getting these headaches and just like struggling to try to figure what the was up.
Yeah.
And it my brain up for years.
Yeah. I mean, there seems to be a huge like movement now with identity just in general, right?
Oh,
like
yeah,
who
dude.
am I?
Oh,
how do we fit in?
I had massive
and you've been dealing with that for forever.
Yeah.
That's
massive
crazy.
identity issues.
Yeah.
Massive.
That's crazy.
Struggled for years.
So is that like obviously everybody with a messed up past has to get into entertainment somehow, right? I mean, what led you into comedy then? How do you go from that to comedy?
I know. That's what's nuts.
Or how do you not?
Well, I think I've always wanted to perform, just didn't know how I was going to do it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to like something live.
So that explains some of the cheerleading stuff.
Yeah. So, with the cheer, you get that aspect, and I just, I fell in love with it. And before that, I was skateboarding, and I was playing bass in a punk rock band. It was like I always felt that, but I didn't know where it was gonna, where I was gonna really latch on to it.
Right.
And with comedy, I was actually living in Louisville, Kentucky, and I was cheerleading out there. And my buddies used to play these acoustic sets at the local bar in the area. Shouts out to Kaylin and Clay. And there was one night they invited me on stage, and I went up on the stage, and everybody just thought I was like a goofy, funny guy. And, I think I've always had that energy, but it would flip in a second. But so they invited me on stage, and I just started talking. I was telling I told it because they were playing acoustic sets, so I told a story about how I wrote a love album for a girl, and so I just told the story.
Yeah,
and people were laughing at it, and then
you're like, "This is my heart." Why you
no,
no, you were fine with it.
Yeah,
I
was fine with it. Yeah, I was over it. Yeah, I got my album back.
Nice.
So comes out on vinyl next week, by the way.
No joke. That'd be so sick. You got me all excited.
I changed the name on the and the song, so
it's Grace now. Her name's Grace.
Yeah,
Karen.
It's not Grace anymore. Just different name. But one of my friends was like, "Man, you should do comedy," and I was like, "I don't know shit about comedy."
Yeah.
But this is how people knew they could get me to do something. And this was back when I was drinking heavy too.
Okay.
I was the type of drunk that was like, I'll say I won't.
Oh,
I was that drunk.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
I know a lot of those.
And people kept saying it, and they were like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And so they, so
they got you drunk.
Yeah, so my buddy was like, you won't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, say I won't.
Yeah.
And they're like, you won't. And then I was like,
here we go.
Yeah. So then I never really, I didn't really get into it until after my best friend had passed away. And I hit this massive depressive state. I locked myself in my room. I quit my job. I stopped going to school. Like people would try to come check on me, and I would hide in my room to because they would open the door to see I was there, and I would hide.
Yeah.
To make it seem like I wasn't there because I didn't want to see people. And the only thing I did was just study comedy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and then I would like write it out to see what I could say.
Yeah. So who did you listen to? Who'd you study?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Anybody. If it was a big name to like someone that just posted a random YouTube clip, I would just watch it.
Yeah.
I just, watch it, and then and then eventually, I want to say like after 2 months of doing that, I got on stage and I liked it, and I was like, okay, I'm dropping out and going back home to Arizona.
Yeah.
And trying to, let's see how far I could go.
Sure. Sure.
But I didn't feel authentic doing it. And I didn't realize that until I had quit because my brother had passed away. My oldest brother passed away. So I stopped, and that was 2013, and I stopped in 2014, all of 2014, 2015. But prior to quitting, I never felt authentic doing comedy. I didn't feel real. I didn't feel like this was something. People, I mean, I was always likable and had a good stage presence and stuff like that. But what I was saying, I didn't feel.
You weren't connected to it.
No.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I was riding off this dare.
Oh.
So I never really.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was still riding off the dare.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, now some people talk
look
about.
Hey, I'm still going. You said I wouldn't. Look at me.
I'm proving you wrong.
Yeah.
Interesting. But it wasn't because you wanted to do it. It was because they told you couldn't.
So then when I got back into it in 2016.
Yeah.
That was probably the most real I ever felt.
Interesting.
Because I said real.
And what was, what sparked that difference for you? Was it just your brother's, not just your brother's passing, but was that the huge catalyst for you to reevaluate? Or
to getting back on stage
and
actually pursuing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, this is what came to my mind. My brother and my best friend had things they wanted to do, and they don't get the chance to do that.
Right.
So there was this thing where I felt this energy of, like, authenticity. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is where it's at.
Gotcha.
I was like, I can be 100% myself on this stage and have fun with that.
Yeah.
Make real good fun with it.
Right.
I was like, oh. And I was like, my best friend, he felt that. He was a BMXer. He felt that when he was riding his bike.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Interesting. Yeah.
My brother felt that with doing hip hop, and he was eventually wanted to get into start training for like
for the
UFC stuff. Yeah. He was feeling and so they wanted to do those things.
Yeah.
And they don't get to.
Yeah.
So for me to be down here,
with the chance,
sure, still living, still breathing, I can't slap them in the face.
Right.
Gotcha. That'd be disrespectful. Like, especially for the fact that I love them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Waste
why would opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they're sitting here like saying, "Go."
Right.
You have the opportunity.
Yeah.
Go.
So do you feel some connection with them when you get up on stage now?
Yeah. Not every time. It's definitely
just
not
when
at
it's
open
good.
mic.
Open mics are soulless, dude.
Right? I mean, they don't even want to show up.
dead people are like, nah.
Yeah.
This is too dead for us.
Oh, this is So
I didn't die for this.
Yeah. You want to watch you do an open mic? All right, let me know when you're somewhere bigger.
I'll come to the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. But I'm not going to.
I'm not going to this open
Bert's
mic.
back room. It sucks. We're at the fourth wall.
Ooh.
I actually love the Bert's back room. So
we do not speak its name on this.
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
The mic that shall remain nameless.
Indeed.
Yeah. When there's certain moments.
Yeah.
When I have like these bigger moments in comedy where I'm hitting these like bigger stages.
Yeah.
I feel it there when I'm. Yeah. I feel this energy of them there, which helps relax me.
Yeah.
And not let this big thing that I'm about to do get to my head.
Yeah.
I do feel them right there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
So it's man, it's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad that I was able to find something where I truly just loved it enough to like let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is what it is.
That's great.
This is what it is.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Thanks.
So I want to use that to transition a little bit into the second half where we talk about religion and divinity. Any beliefs you have there?
Divinity?
Yeah.
You know my cousin?
I mean, what?
You do?
She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. I don't know.
She's great. Yeah, she's good. Yeah. Shouts out to Divinity. I see you killing it out there. I'm just kidding.
I know.
I do.
You're good.
Any weird name, I go, that's my cousin.
So I am trying to work on a bit where I talk about how Mormons and blacks are almost the same. In that
with the names.
Well,
Bruh.
part of the I have an uncle.
Go ahead.
Devon, who spells his name Devon.
Really?
I mean, come on. And his twin brother's Cleon. Nah. And that's for real. They're good guys. Good guys.
You know how many Breckens I know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's great.
Is that a common Mormon name?
I have never met a Brecken in my entire life. But we Mormons know each other, so
I know a lot of Breckens.
I'll get in the network.
Okay.
I'll find them.
Yeah, what's up?
That's
What's
fascinating.
Your question?
Well, what is your, coming from such a background like that,
Yeah.
right? And best friend passing, brother passing.
Yeah.
Do you have any belief in afterlife or in God or anything like that?
I'm demonized.
Demonized?
I'm just kidding.
What do you mean by that? You possessed right now? Do we need Travis to exercise you?
I listen to a lot of Norwegian black metal, so I really do, yeah. This one,
nice.
One of my favorites, just yeah.
So like Demon Burger.
Oh my gosh, that's fascinating. Do you hate religion? Do you hate God?
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You're just apathetic about it?
I just say I don't know.
Uh-huh.
You know, here's the thing, like, I don't think it's weird that people are religious, and I don't think it's weird that people aren't.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think whatever brings you down to a level of brings you to a down to earth level.
Yeah.
And if it's so happens to be with religion, to where you're being good to yourself and being good to other people, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think everyone finds.
And who cares how they get there?
Yeah, and I think everyone finds their own way.
Sure.
I think anyone's spirituality solely has to do with them as an individual. Mm-hmm. Because I just believe that because not everyone believes the same thing.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So for what it does for you may not do for this other person.
Right.
Is usually how I think of it, and it's like what it does for you and how you and how I see you respect other people and how you treat people. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
He found it. He or she found it through, or non-binary. Found it through.
Now you're being diplomatic.
Right?
You don't even know what word to use right now. They. What? Let's check in. What are you, Travis? Just kidding.
I'm a jacked bear lesbian.
Oh my gosh! Tune into the first episode, and
you'll see what Travis.
You'll see what it means.
You'll see the accuracy of what he just said.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So funny. A jacked bear lesbian. Damn, that's a good one.
So where do you turn for comfort?
Where do I turn for
a lot of people use religion for comfort to make sense of terrible things that happen to them. Yeah. So where do you go?
My journal.
Not to religion.
My journal. I let it all out.
Yeah.
There's this release that when I for some reason when I write it out.
Yeah.
And let it all out on that and my journal. And I see it, I'm able to process it a lot better than letting it just sit.
Right.
Because when I let things just sit, I get irritated, and then my anger just starts I just start to boil.
Yeah.
And so a lot of that, I let out everything. My journal is where I let out things that make me angry.
Yeah.
My insecurities.
Yeah.
My happy moments.
Sure.
Sad moments, anything and
all
everything
of it goes
I think
in there.
of, I let it out.
So how do you keep a journal every day?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many have you filled?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have just like a bookshelf running of
No, not yet. Because
but that'll be coming.
So when I started journaling after my brother passed, I ended up ripping out all those pages.
Is that right?
And I stopped
because it was just too painful, or
too painful.
Is that right?
It was too painful to look at.
Yeah. And like things you just never wanted to relive.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just was too painful. I didn't know how to, and I was trying to be alone a lot. I was trying to push myself away from everyone. So that I mean that played a part in it too.
Yeah.
Even
like not wanting to connect at all.
Even people that just even the people that really loved me and really cared about me.
Sure.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to exist.
Yeah.
I didn't want to die, but I didn't want to.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to kill myself or anything like that. It wasn't a self-harm type of thing. I just didn't want to exist.
Yeah.
I didn't want to, you know, because one, I'm having these identity issues.
Right.
My brother and my best friend are gone.
Right.
And
were they huge confidants for you?
Oh, probably. I tell it the most two significant people in my life. So to lose them.
Yeah.
It's like, what the do I have?
Now I'm alone.
So now I didn't. So of course I didn't want to exist.
Right.
I was like, I just lost the two most significant people to my world.
Yeah.
And you know, they were my protectors.
Yeah.
My brother and I, we dealt with that abuse together. We went through the, you know what I mean? And
right.
And that was the connection that we had that grew us, you know, to this dope like
the duo.
Know, yeah.
Yeah.
And we just knew each other. We just like we could read each other's minds and my best friend, you know, he was that guy. Whenever go down with my stepfather at home, he would wait outside the door, you know. And I come running out and we run to his house.
Yeah.
You
now,
know,
is he part of your adopted family?
No,
your best friend or no?
No.
Some other guy.
No, just I've known him since elementary school.
Gotcha.
So to lose those people and expect me to just I'm not saying I don't know if people expected me to just be great. I mean, people were like whenever someone would ask how I was feeling and I'd tell them, they were like, "No, you don't feel that."
No kidding.
Yeah, to try to make it
like,
seem like it's better. Yeah. I'm like, don't.
It's crazy.
Yeah, to try to make it seem like it's no.
Yeah,
it
can't be that bad.
Yeah, and it's like
what?
No, yeah.
Where do they get off?
Yeah, I don't know.
Telling you how you feel.
I think they were. Well,
you think they're just trying to be helpful?
Yeah, they were trying to be helpful. You know, and which is why I didn't flip out on them.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to be helpful, and no one knows how to comfort anyone when they lose. I mean,
someone. With real trauma.
Yeah.
No.
It's so you don't know what to say.
No.
Especially if you never, especially if you haven't gone through it.
Yeah.
Even if you have. Sometimes even if you have.
Yeah.
You still don't know what to say because what it's different. It's different feelings. You know.
Yeah.
So. I was able to read that they were just trying to be helpful.
Right.
They were just trying to say, you don't feel that, you know, like to make it seem like things are going to get better.
Right.
It was their way of trying to say that, but you know what I mean? Yeah. But you just don't know what to say.
Yeah.
You don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I wanted to just live far away, work a, you know, regular job, live in a small apartment and live paycheck to paycheck and just do that and just, you know, probably the only thing I would keep a guitar. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But but I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know if I would have quit drinking. I don't know. That was, but I mean, quitting drinking. That was another big thing too. That was another big moment. But yeah, just to go that struggle.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
To get to where, man, to be where I'm at currently.
I mean, I'm shocked you're even here.
I'm shocked I'm here. I'm shocked I'm
killing
here.
it. And killing it.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, thank you. I do try to kill it.
So where can people find you? We're not going to be totally done already, but I just want to let people know where they can find you.
Oh, at Shapel Lacey on Instagram. I use Instagram more.
Instagram mostly?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I mean, this guy, you have got to check him out. He was just mentioned on Joe Rogan's podcast not too long ago.
Mentioned on Seth's podcast now.
You're here now. You were what?
It just keeps going up.
Up at Clusterfest? Were you up at Clusterfest? How'd that go?
Comedy Central. That was cool. That was really cool. That was a big experience just being around all these, you know, these big comedians in the game that you hear about all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, being backstage like that, it was a cool experience. Yeah. You know, even though I pretty much sat on this couch the whole time, but
get out of here.
Like I said,
you were doing backflips.
And I keep to myself. I was just like, oh, this is cool. Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, there's John Mulaney. Hell yeah. All right. I like this couch, man. It's a nice couch.
I'm comfortable.
I'm comfortable.
Right here.
Yeah, I'm that guy, man.
Yeah.
I don't care. I need to be comfortable. I'm not just gonna.
Yeah. You would not guess that from your act on stage, though. I wouldn't think.
That I'm comfortable?
I mean, maybe the part that I've seen. The part that I've seen seems like you're very, gregarious, outgoing. You like talking to people.
That's what everyone thinks.
See? Yeah.
But I'm like really.
But you're not. You're reclusive.
Yeah. What's that?
You're
that spider?
introverted. Yeah, the recluse spider. Yeah, that one.
Brown recluse.
Oh, you're reclusive. Oh, the spider.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a spider. I'm a spider.
I like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I am pretty. Mainly, I always tell people it's mainly because I'm trying to be a good person.
So you just don't talk? Can't
no,
say anything nice?
Well,
Why? Why are you trying to be a good person?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like to be a bad person.
Is that right?
Yes.
And it's not fun?
No,
It seems like a lot of fun.
It's exhausting. I mean,
Is it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, I work hard. That's one of the things I work so hard on.
It's just you.
Just be a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It just.
Is it like an inner dialogue that's going on for you all the time? Of
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
here's
I
one
just
thing
know,
I could do.
Well, when I wasn't focusing on that and just like not caring and
Yeah.
reacting, off my emotions, super heavy. What it did for me, and thinking about all of it, when I was journaling all these situations, that's what's beautiful about like the damage I've done and the damage that's been done to me is all from those are my lessons. That's for me to have.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I carry those with me every day.
Yeah.
Because
they make you, right?
Yeah,
like that's part of who. Yeah.
And what it's done, like it's helped me. I need those situations so I can continue to understand how to not be that guy, and just how to just be a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's why I always think it's funny when people go back to like a celebrity's like old thing.
Oh,
that they
did. Sure, the Kevin Hart problem.
Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that one for instance.
That one's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, what most people don't realize is like yeah, he said that in 2009 he was a different person. If you were able to go back and find that, well, why couldn't you find all the great things that he's done today?
Right.
Why couldn't you look at that as well?
Or even back then?
Yeah.
Like balance it out.
So what, you think he's always that way?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't.
Or that he actually would have done that.
Why can't you take the time to look at the great that someone's done? Why does it have to be? I mean, okay, you saw that and you go, damn, he used to be like that. Look what he's done now.
I'll tell you what, because it's easy. It's easy to do
That's
that.
the easy.
And I feel better about myself if I know Kevin Hart was
exactly. And plus, how bored are you?
Dude, white people have so much time.
I'm like,
you know this?
damn.
Do you know how much time we have?
How bored are you?
Loads of time.
Like,
I know.
I'm like,
sad.
what do you do with your? I'm like, that's what you do with your life?
Yeah. Get back to work.
That's exhausting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to look for anybody. I don't give a what you said.
Okay, so what's your moral compass then? What tells you what is good, what is bad? Because a lot of people use religion. Like, I turn to my religion for like, oh, this is my moral code.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Well, when you, I took it to a very simple, very simplistic, I brought it down to this. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, everybody knows what's right and what's wrong.
Interesting. Okay.
But you just have to care about doing what's right.
Right.
And if you don't care about it, then you don't care about doing wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like it's just that simple that simple saying right there.
Just everybody knows. You think everybody knows deep.
Yeah, unless you're some little kid. You know what I mean? Unless you but everybody knows at the end of the day. Look at you getting calls, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how disrespectful am I? Let's get some deep knowledge from Shapel Lacey. I'm just gonna ignore it.
Is that the Lord?
Yeah.
Is he calling?
The Spirit was calling me. Spirit saying he's preaching false doctrine.
Yeah, he's preaching false.
It's the light of Christ. It's the light of Christ that tells everyone what to do.
Don't let this man fool you, Seth. Okay? Don't let him fool you.
This black devil.
Yeah, this black devil.
Aggressive.
Just go from all sweet and innocent to like, oh,
this black devil.
You said you were demonic.
White devil.
I'm not. Yeah.
No, I listen to a lot of demonic music.
Do you think the devil?
But it doesn't. But like when I listen to it, I'm not like thinking like, oh hell yeah, the devil. Like I think it sounds
That's
cool.
my jam.
I just think it sounds
Beelzebub.
cool. It's just like a like a different type
Does it
of
get
art.
you amped? Or
No, it doesn't get me amped. I just like
you just appreciate it.
I appreciate that. I like heavy music.
Sure.
So
sure.
But yeah. So yeah.
So you think there is something in a little compass inside of everybody? It's like this is good, this is bad. You know you shouldn't do this. You know you should.
Everybody knows. Dude.
Yeah. Hey, I hear you.
Because if that's the case, then why you gotta hide it?
Yeah. Well, because society has programmed us all into this Judeo-Christian right-wrong, and that's why it's just deeply ingrained.
I know.
Biologically, there should be nothing there. It's just psychological, right, Travis?
No.
No. Should we get Chris Heist in here? Shout out to Chris Heist.
I mean,
absolutely not.
I mean, like the basic principles of right and wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you.
That's the foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you don't even take the time to understand that, of course, you're just gonna do.
Yeah. So do you think there are bad people that just don't get that, or don't have, or just totally ignore it?
I think they just they ignore it. I want to say they ignore it.
Yeah, like Jerry.
You know what
he
I
was
mean?
just ignoring it.
Yeah,
all
he was
the time.
ignoring it. Well, you know what? So this is where I'm at with him.
Or do you think they're sick?
I think
like there's something missing.
I think he has his own that he never dealt with. For him to react that way and go that go to those extremities, there's obviously he has something wrong with him.
Right.
There was something that that's eating him up inside that he can't
deal
release.
with or face.
So like where I'm at with it now, like I'm not mad about any of that. I don't give a damn.
Dude, good for you.
You know what I mean? Like, well, I mean, what?
I mean, you can waste energy doing that. I'm just saying a lot of people don't get past that.
Yeah,
you know?
Dude,
it's like comfortable to be angry.
It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
Yeah, I believe that.
To be able to sit here and say this.
Yeah.
Probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Yeah, I believe that.
Hardest thing I've ever had to do. But I mean, what am I going to do about those situations besides, like, that's positive. Thank you. Thank you for this. This is a gift.
Yeah.
You gave me a gift.
Yeah, to deal with all that.
You know what I mean? To deal with all that and, like, what I'm able to do with it and how I'm able to use it to be a better person.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, thanks for that gift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard as don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's extremely hard.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I envy that about you. Like, there's part of that where I'm sort of like, I mean, to be totally honest, it's like, I don't know how you get there without religion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's my perspective.
Yeah, 100%.
And so to get there without it, I'm like, dude, I applaud you for that. I think that's amazing because I would just be like, I'm going to kill everybody. You know? Like, I've been.
All right, I'll see you guys there.
I'm just
you
saying.
Said what?
Okay.
That's my IQ.
I'm just saying that I find that astounding. You know? I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I'm a thinker, and I've always been that way since I was a kid because I've had a lot to think about.
Yeah, right.
I mean, thinking kind of was just forced upon me because, and a lot of the stuff I would think about but didn't know how to process it or dissect it.
Yeah. Have you ever gone to therapy?
Yeah, I had to go.
I know in your act you talk about going to anger management.
Yeah, I had to go to anger management.
Yeah.
I had to go in high school and I had to go in college.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you done any other, like, you talked about going through depression. Did you go to therapy for depression or anything like that? You just the journals
because I was
and
trying
stuff.
to push everyone away.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, the last thing I wanted to talk to was a therapist.
Right.
You know, and I think I've taken this on the hardest way possible.
Yeah, well, you know,
like when I quit drinking, I just quit cold turkey.
Oh my gosh.
And I had to just deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean, when I quit the drinking, that's when it made me face everything head on.
Right.
Couldn't no longer run away.
Yeah, no, sobriety sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I can tell you. I mean, I don't know how sweet it is on the other side.
You never had a sip or anything like that?
No,
Okay.
No.
Good for you.
Well, I guess.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest. All of the portrayals of drinking in Hollywood, movie, TVs, it all ends throwing up. And I hate throwing up so much.
Well, if you're a champion like me.
Yeah, you just deal with it.
You never really threw up.
Well, I would.
Take
I
down
would
a bottle
totally.
of
I
Gatorade
would
before you go to
totally.
sleep.
Is that the cure?
Not all the time.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Sometimes the alcohol just
Knocks you out.
just knocks you out. That
Yeah.
wild turkey, man.
Ooh, yeah.
It'll kill you.
Yeah.
Travis,
No.
anything you're curious about? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
And I just said to put a little hair on your chest. That's all it does.
I don't have any. That's why.
Well, wild turkey will do it.
Nah, I hate hair.
And ever since I stopped drinking, no hair on my chest.
Is that right? It just fell out. It just went away.
Smooth like a seal.
Yeah, right. I don't need a shave or anything. I'm like, damn, what happened to it?
Well,
It was just like, you're not a man anymore. Let me take this.
you don't even need to wax.
Yeah, you know.
Travis, anything you're thinking about over there?
I'm just stoked about his Doc Holliday shirt. That's a dope shirt.
Oh,
It is.
you know what catches a lot? Well,
What?
okay, so Laugh Factory had posted my anger management bit,
Right.
and
You can find that on YouTube.
and
Rip it.
someone caught this,
Uh-huh.
which I didn't think anyone would.
All right.
But I'm very fascinated by Doc Holliday because of his controlled anger.
Oh. Interesting.
I've always, like, ever since
Yeah.
when I first saw the movie Tombstone
Mm-hmm.
in 93 or whatever, whenever, I think it was 93 or 90. I can't remember when it came out. Early 90s. When I first saw that movie
Yeah.
and I saw his character
You're like,
and
that's
the way
me.
he was able to handle
Yeah.
I wanted to be that. I wanted to
No.
find that.
Interesting.
Well, and I was able to find it when I went through anger management in college because they were like, okay, your anger is always going to be there. It's not going to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, you have that. It's your fucking part of one of your instincts. You know what I
Right,
mean? It's just in you.
It's your fight.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and they were like, but here's what you're going to do with it. You know, here's what you can do with it.
Yeah.
That you can do all this with it. And
Yeah.
so to watch Doc and then, you know, rewatching Tombstone again reassured everything.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, that's
Yeah.
why I like him.
Yeah. So do you think
Because-
that's why your brother got into UFC? Was he dealing with some of the same issues, you think?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he didn't get into it. He
Wanted to.
Wanted to. That
Yeah.
that was the last conversation we had.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
That was the last conversation we had before.
Yeah.
And the next day he passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy. Then here's another crazy thing. We were talking about him getting the UFC and him wanting to do all that, and then I moved out here, and then I become friends with Joe Rogan.
Oh my gosh. You could have had it made for him.
I know, right?
So how'd you meet Joe Rogan?
Oh, I was doing a development spot at the Comedy Store,
Uh-huh.
and I was just sitting there chilling.
Yeah.
I had met him in passing a couple times, but then we started having conversation.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about books, and we talked about anger, all this stuff. And
Sure.
then, as I was saying bye to him, he was like, "Hey, what's your Instagram? I'll follow you."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, what? Sure, okay." My Instagram, okay. Maybe I'll follow you back. No.
Who are you
I
again?
was already following.
Who are you
him.
again? Yeah.
It's always funny when you just, I've been following you since you created yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But no, he started following me, and
That's crazy.
we chop it up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, great dude. But yeah, it that's when, like, I feel like my brother and my best friend put, because they were my protectors.
Yeah.
And I feel like they put certain people in my life for a reason.
Yeah. Sure.
I feel it when there's a certain person that comes my way, I just
Yeah.
I go,
Yeah.
oh damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The way like because I don't lock in with everybody.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of friction here.
Yeah.
I
I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to scoot my chair closer. Further that
Get
way.
out of here.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I do feel like in a sense they're kind of still protecting me.
Sure.
Like that it never really stopped.
Right.
Especially when I meet people, I'm just like, and the way they come into my life, and the way, it was like, hey, I'm gonna give you this person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
so,
sure.
It's wild. So like when
Yeah.
when certain things like that happen, like with
With Joe and yeah.
that I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't walk around thinking this is gonna listen. I walk around expecting nothing.
And then you're always surprised.
Always surprised.
That is the best way to go into a movie.
Yeah.
No expectations.
Yeah, I like have
Yeah.
no like I don't go into situations like
Maybe that's my problem. I got out here and I was just like, I'm going to
got-
be famous instantly.
you did.
No.
Oh, I was like, damn, Seth.
But I get the feeling that some people have that thought of like,
Oh, of course.
I should make it
Because everyone thinks they're going to be
immediately.
that story where they got discovered
pop.
in a restaurant.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
just
yeah.
eating. And
Yeah. Like Bo Burnham.
someone's
just,
like, hey.
you are amazing.
Yeah.
And I have billions of dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Unreal.
yeah,
That's cool.
I know.
Well, now you've returned the favor. Joe mentioned you on his podcast. You've talked about him on mine. Equal, even Steven. Oh my God. Anything you got coming up you want to promote?
Damn, God damn it. I write all this down. I
Yeah.
don't keep it in my head.
Well,
I release it all.
That's fine. Pull it out. I had to decline a call just barely.
If you go on Slaughter.com, you can catch me at Fourth Wall in Hollywood.
Shout out to the open mic.
You catch me there Friday, the 6 p.m. slot. Big popping in my life.
I love.
What do I got?
I got to go there and perform when you're there, so you can tell me if I need to quit.
I seen you. I immediately said what's up to you. I was like,
I know. I know.
dude.
This is
Yeah.
why I like you.
Yeah, no, we were at the Skip Town. I was like, this is likable.
Skip Town.
Is that where we were at?
Yeah, it was Skip Town for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah, you went up first.
Yeah,
or
and I
something
loved
like
your set. Yeah.
that. Yeah, I loved yours. I was like, hell
I
yeah, this
appreciate that.
is dude's real.
I appreciate that.
I told you, man, I connect with Mormons.
Dude, we're so
Look at him. Look at him.
so
You see-
likable.
You see how excited he got?
I love my people. Hey.
I connect with Mormons.
I got two that would love to connect with you.
I know, right?
They got a book you
They
can
just roll
read.
up on the bikes. He's got them waiting outside right now.
They got a font already. They'll
their
just dunk
helmets.
you. You'll be safe.
The
What are you
tie-
saying, Travis?
So they got their helmets, little ties.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
ties. They're just ready. Did you do a mission?
Yes.
Where'd you go?
I was in Canada. I was in the Quebec province or Quebec.
Okay.
But, yeah,
Is that
Eastern,
that's more French?
Eastern Canada. Yeah. It's with the francophones.
Yeah. How was it?
I loved it.
You loved it?
Yeah, I loved it. I didn't convert that many people. Surprise, surprise. But yeah,
Hey, you're not good on selling on it.
I'm a terrible salesman.
Yeah. Just
When you
so
convert them,
bad.
do you get to keep part of their soul? Is that how that works?
yeah,
Yeah, how's
that's
that-
the way it goes.
Is it a necklace?
so like when you convert
But yeah, I was up
like
there
to
for 2
I like to
years.
think that they keep part of the soul.
Yeah, that's
Like
a
a
great.
little jar.
I've got a whole jar at home.
like a charm
Yeah.
bracelet.
that's I got a chain.
What's
Yeah,
that? What's
yeah.
that good
see
dude
it.
from Avengers
I don't know.
that snaps his finger?
Oh, Thanos.
Yeah, that's you.
Thanos. Yeah,
That's you
That-
for the
for the
missionaries.
conversion.
Stones.
the conversion.
Every time you
souls.
convert someone, he's just snap.
claim a piece. Claim a piece.
Oh, so okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so I was out there for 2 years. Yeah, all over the province there.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh, we're the same age.
No kidding.
87.
Yep,
Oh.
86. But
Oh.
yeah,
When's your
I'm almost
birthday?
33. October
October 24th.
4th. I knew we were close.
Yeah. I was. Yeah. I knew it was something. Hey,
It's got to be.
I remember
Gotta be.
birthdays.
Yeah.
It's like that weird thing about me. I just remember
Is
birthdays.
that right?
Yeah.
You're autistic to that extent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the birthdays.
I love it. Oh, Shapel, thank you so much for coming out
Thanks
here
for
today.
having me.
Really love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Travis.
Can I go home now?
Yeah, we'll all get out of here.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, guys.
That's what's up.
Bye.